moved up to number 2 behind Clemson, but that was the polls, and I thought we would beat Clemson. I thought we would have beat Clemson that year. But the thing is that's how they did it for 100 years. They chose them, right? But I think number 1 playing against number 2, or maybe even 4 teams was maybe acceptable, was doable. Now they're talking, these idiots are talking about a 16-team playoff. They're up to 12. And remember what I said to you, Andrew. These guys, man, they're young men. They didn't buy into 16 and 17 games. You understand? And the injuries.
Let's talk about the actual schedule.
Look, and
because it's crazy.
Look,
the national championship this year is on January 19th. But just when you say it out loud. Okay, so you got the coaching changes, right? You got the transfer portal. You got the playoffs. The football season goes from Labor Day, August 30th, to January 19th. That's a different school year.
And then they got spring football a month later. Semester. Then they all got spring football a month later.
Right. Well, 100%. So it's this whole thing of the actual schedule. So listen, the NFL and any sports league, there's a schedule. There is there's a no tampering policy. There's free agency. There's the draft. There's the lead up to the draft. There's the OTAs, training camp, preseason, regular season. There's a schedule. There has to be a schedule. In college football, there is no schedule. Chaos rules the day. And it's not only like the football schedule doesn't make sense, where like the coach can leave before the playoffs and the kids can transfer out and opt out of bowl games, and Notre Dame doesn't even want to play in a bowl game, which is a whole other ball of wax. But they're not going to class because the school year is ended and they got to transfer to a different school to get enrolled for the next semester, but then they can't play on the team that made the playoff. We went through this last year with Penn State and Bo Perbula and all of that. It made no sense at that time. And this year, it's even worse. It's so Michigan falls onto even harder times than they were. I don't know what's going on with that athletic department up there, but something's got to change. Well, whatever. So the coach gets fired at Michigan, and we just went through all these this whole coach search and every blah, blah, blah. What's Michigan supposed to do? They're sitting there and they're like, okay, well, the rumor mill starts going and they're like, oh, we're going to get Kalen DeBoer down at Alabama and this guy and that guy. Alabama's playing in a game on Friday. How can you have a coach? Just think about that from the mentality, the mentality of the team. Hey guys, do me a favor. Check to see if you're subscribed to the channel. If you are, great. If you're not, it's super easy. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't sign you up for anything. It just helps us bring you the insider conversations that the big networks aren't going to cover. Love you guys. Okay, back to the show.
Pathetic distraction.
That's what it is. It's just distraction after distraction. It's crazy. It makes no sense. And how can you, as a real sport, you're making billions of dollars. How can you, it's an affront on the actual sport because it's your playoffs. So you're compromising your playoffs. You're compromising your championship. You're compromising the best teams. You're basically pillaging the best teams of the sport. You're all right, awesome. Ole Miss, you made it all the way through the season. You're the number 6 team going into the playoffs. Oh, by the way, you don't get your coach. Oh, by the way, we're going to pull your staff away. Oh, by the way, kids need to transfer if they don't want to be on this team next year because your coach just went over here, so you got to go to LSU now. Nothing makes sense. And on top of that, to the Penn State example from last year, it might not be the starters, but when you have 5-star kids who are the next round of players coming up and you're in the national championship game or in the playoffs, those 5-star kids that are freshmen, sophomores that beginning of the season, they're getting their feet wet, they're redshirted, kind of working their way up. By the end of the season, you're full go. You're a rotational player. And the next year you take that big step and be a starter and everything. But now you're a part of the team. You're a part of the rotation. That changes the game. That changes the whole outcome of the whole sport. It's ridiculous. Hey, quick time out here. Are you subscribed to the channel? It doesn't cost you anything. It's free. Please do it. It helps us bring the content to you that ESPN won't cover. You guys are great. Okay, back to the show.
Those young athletes, those young players are becoming part of the tradition.